Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode what companies are trying to tell us and sometimes what they are trying to hide. Today we are diving into a filing from Bitdeer Technologies Group, a name that probably rings a bell if you are interested in the world of crypto or digital assets. Get ready because this report hints at some interesting financial and operational updates for the last few months of summer. Before we jump in, if you like getting these insights directly from the source, make sure you are subscribed and we'd love to have you in our Discord community. The link is in the description below. So what exactly is this filing for Bitdeer Technologies Group? This is a Form 6K report that foreign companies listed in the US have to file. Think of it as a way for them to share important updates with investors regularly. It is more like a snapshot of current happenings rather than a full deep dive like their bigger annual reports called Form 20F, which they file annually. This particular one covers the month of September 2025, and it is important because it includes some key financial information that we need to look at. Now let us get to the juicy part, the financial statements. This report includes unaudited, condensed, consolidated financial statements. This means we are getting a look at how Bitdeer's finances are shaping up as of the 30th of June 2025 and looking back to the 31st of December 2024 and also for the 6-month periods ending in June of 2025 and 2024. Unaudited means they have not been fully checked by external accountants yet, but they give us the most current picture available. We are going to focus on the period ending the 30th of June 2025 compared to the same time in 2024 to see the changes. Looking at the 6 months ended the 30th of June 2025 compared to the same period in 2024, we see some significant shifts. For example, their total revenue shows a specific number, and if that number increased or decreased, it tells us if they are selling more of their services or products. A jump in revenue is generally good, but we need to see if their costs are also rising too fast. Their cost of revenue is also a critical number here. If revenue goes up but the cost to generate that revenue goes up even more, then their profit margin shrinks. It is like selling more lemonade, but it costs you more to buy the lemons and sugar, so you end up with less money in your pocket for each cup sold. We also need to pay attention to their operating income. This is the profit they make from their core business before factoring in things like interest and taxes. A strong positive operating income means their main operations are healthy and profitable. Conversely, a declining operating income is a warning sign that their core business might be struggling. Let us specifically look at revenue. If revenue for the first 6 months of 2025 was, say, $100 million, and in 2024 it was $80 million, that means they experienced a 25% increase in sales. That is pretty good, suggesting growing demand for their services. However, we must also examine their operating expenses. If operating expenses grew from $60 million to $70 million, that is an increase of roughly 16.7%. So revenue grew faster than expenses, which is a positive sign for profitability. Imagine they are running their Bitcoin mining operations or cloud services. If they increase their capacity or efficiency to bring in more money than it costs them to run those machines and facilities, then their profitability will improve. It is this balance between earning more and spending more smartly that is key. We will be keeping a close eye on these trends to see if Bitdeer is growing its business efficiently. Beyond the numbers, this filing also includes a section on recent developments. This is where companies often disclose important news that has happened since their last regular report. This could include new partnerships, strategic investments, or significant operational updates. For Bitdeer, this might mean news about their expanding mining capacity in new locations, their progress with their artificial intelligence cloud services, or any new technological advancements they are pursuing. These developments are crucial because they often signal the company's future direction and growth potential. For instance, if they announce they have secured new sites for their data centers, it implies a bet on increased demand for cryptocurrency mining or related services in the future. Or if they are investing heavily in new AI infrastructure, it points to a strategic pivot or expansion into a new high-growth market. Understanding these strategic moves helps paint a clearer picture of where the company is headed beyond just the immediate financial results. Now, you might see some technical exhibit numbers and descriptions like inline XBRL instance document. This is essentially a modern way for companies to present their financial data digitally, making it easier for computers and therefore for analysts like us to process and review the information quickly. It is a standardized format that helps ensure consistency and accessibility of financial filings. While not something to dwell on for its own sake, it represents the ongoing effort to make financial reporting more transparent and efficient for everyone involved in the market. It is the infrastructure that supports our ability to quickly access and analyze important data, like the financial statements we just discussed. And finally, we have the signature. This report is signed off by Jihan Wu, the chairman of the board and chief executive officer, as of the 29th of September 2025. Having the CEO personally sign off on the report signifies accountability and their direct involvement in the information presented. It reinforces that these are the official figures and developments from the company's leadership. It is a formal stamp of approval on the report's contents provided by the top executive. So, what does it all mean for Bitdeer Technologies Group? Based on this Form 6K for September 2025, the company appears to be actively managing and reporting on its financial performance and strategic initiatives. The inclusion of detailed financial statements for the first half of 2025 and the mention of recent developments suggests a company that is focused on growth and operational adjustments. If the unaudited financials show a healthy increase in revenue and controlled expenses, then Bitdeer is likely on a positive trajectory in its core business. The recent development section will be key to understanding their long-term strategy, especially in the rapidly evolving digital asset and AI infrastructure space. We need to watch if their investments in new technologies or markets are starting to pay off, and if they are gaining a competitive edge. A potential risk for companies like Bitdeer always lies in the volatility of the cryptocurrency markets and quickly changing regulatory landscapes. However, if they are diversifying their revenue streams and focusing on efficient operations, they are building a more resilient business. My overall take is that Bitdeer is navigating a dynamic industry, and this report gives us a glimpse into their current standing and future plans. It is imperative to keep an eye on how these recent developments translate into tangible results in their upcoming filings. Alright, that is our breakdown of Bitdeer Technologies Group. latest filing. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company? Future, drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.